Here's Rich, and this attention grabber. Everybody loves this car, and it's such eye candy. So tell us about the whole concept, how you got the idea to put this together.
Well, it's we went out to dinner one night, had a few cocktails, and started doodling on a napkin. And if you saw the napkin, you'd think I drew the truck after I made it, but I actually drew it before. And then a friend of mine, Bob Cuneo, in Oxford, Connecticut, he's an engineer who makes the United States bobsleds. And we started drawing it on his drafting board, and then we just put it together. It took us 7 months.
Ooh, wow. And you mentioned Connecticut, so you drove all the way from there to California?
Yep, 3,300 miles all the way to get out here.
Is this the first time that you're attending the show?
No, we actually brought out a 51 Merc 3 years ago and entered it in the show inside, and it got a second place trophy. So that was pretty interesting. We met a lot of crazy people, and we've met a lot of crazy people today. Really nice people. I mean, we've had a lot of fun out here.
So the reaction that you get back home and one in West Coast, are they different?
No, people use different words to describe it out here. I can't remember the words they use, but people always use it's beautiful, it's cute, it's sexy. They come up with all kinds of words for it. And it makes us laugh because we've been down in Mississippi for the Cruise on the Coast show, and then we went to New York for Lake George show, and then we went to Daytona for the turkey run. And people's reaction to the truck is pretty neat because they all love it. Kids can go in it and walk on the seats and sit down, and they have a ball, and they blow the horn and turn the lights on, and it's fun. So maybe it'll give some little kid an idea for something in the future when we're all old and can't walk. So that's about it. But we've had a lot of fun doing it and building it, and it's got 18,000 miles on it already.
Wow.
So we drove it in the snow and the salt and the rain. It's pretty crazy.
So let's talk about the horsepower, this big engine that's sticking out.
It's a 572 big block. It's 620 horse. It's got a 5-speed Tremec transmission in it. It's got a Cup Car 9-inch Ford rear in it. It's an original 1939 Diamond T cab, which we chopped and cut it all up and made our own frame and suspension and everything. So it's pretty cool. We made Bob Cuneo designed all the suspension for it. So it runs good, drives good. It's like driving a race car, really. If you look at it close, it's a race car chassis.
Any other feature? I see a little
tow truck body on the back. I wanted it to tow truck because I have a body shop and I don't have a tow truck. So we said, what the heck, we'll make one because everybody back home has these gigantic triple axle wreckers, they call them. They tow trailer trucks. So I built this thing, and it's a tiny little thing next to theirs. So it's a lot of fun. It makes everybody happy and puts a smile on just about every girl's face, which not too many guys can say.
Any story with this car as you travel across the country?
What do you mean?
Anything memorable that happened with this car?
The people are just... Well, when we were in Mississippi, we broke a lower radiator hose, and there was like 8 people stopped to help us. And it was like so nice that when you break down on the road, usually nobody ever stops. And we actually pulled it up on a curb and changed the hose and did a bunch of stuff to it. It was nice. I mean, that's not a great story, but I mean, we've been everywhere. Everywhere it's been to like 9 different shows and took best of show at every show we've been to. So that's the story of it. It's a lot of fun.
Any show that you're planning to attend sometime soon?
Well, when we go back to Connecticut on the East Coast, there's a lot of shows. We do like little shows there. So we haven't planned on any big ones yet. This was the farthest and the biggest. We like to come here. We brought the Merc here, so we thought we'd bring the wrecker out and tease everybody with it.
Yeah. Thank you so much for sharing your passion and story with us.
Appreciate it. Thank you.